is the final match day of the season, and they have the potential of winning the title this afternoon. Coach has joined me. Coach, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
But this is the last match day of the season. How difficult has it been traveling up and down, and also the pressure on you to be able to deliver consistently on every match day? How difficult has it been?
No, really, it's been very hectic. You know, the kind of struggle we'll have to go through every week. You have to prepare the team, travel, play, and then come back in the night. All this for over 33 weeks. It's very, very hectic situation. Yeah.
Coach, at the point that you guys found out that you can win the league, from that point, how was the pressure like?
Oh, the pressure has been from day one. We cannot say that it's been the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been from day one, because you need to win games to make sure the pressure goes down. So, yes, the pressure has been from day one, not the last few weeks.
Which, talking about the pressure, from the start of the season, were you well aware that with the quality of players that you have, you get to this point that at this day, if you win, you finally get the league? Or it was in the middle of the season that you got to realize?
Yeah, exactly so. You know, I personally, I was looking at the first 6. So at some point, I realized we can go for the title. That is where we psyched the boys that, no, if we're able to push a little bit, maybe we can go for the title. So then it came in. But before we start this, I didn't have that.
Coach, history for this place, Bibiani Gold Stars winning the league title for the first time in their history. How does it mean, or what does it mean to you as a coach to be the first person to win this league with Bibiani?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, like you said, Bibiani has not experienced this. We take the maximum points. It's not going to be easy. You know, playing against this kind of teams, they always want to play. Yeah, so we will take all those things into consideration. And then, yes, we have to win this game. And that's exactly what we are going to do.
We wish you well, and we hope to meeting you after the game to talk more.
Yeah, thank you.
That was the head coach for Bibiani Gold Stars, Coach Afrempong Manso Mayanga. Indeed, he was a former player, and also now he's the head coach for Bibiani Gold Stars. He spoke about the interest and also the feasibility of winning the league for the first time as the head coach for Bibiani Gold Stars. And indeed, it's going to be really, really interesting. I will get to the other side, the opposite number, talk with the Accra Lions head coach who has joined me here. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Coach, last day before the season ends, how has this season been for you and your team? Has it been hectic, difficult? Take us through.
Yeah, of course. When you relegate, it's disappointing season. Not what we hoped for the club. But yeah, we have to deal with it. So very disappointing this season.
Coach, the fact that you guys are playing against a team that needs to win against you to be able to lift the trophy, how difficult does it make this last game, even though you've been relegated, but this final game, the final psyche you need to give to the boys, push them on to do what they need to do today?
It makes it much more easier for us because we have no pressure. The pressure is at Bibiani's side. They need that win to stay on top position. So we can win. We will go for a win, of course, but we have absolutely no pressure here.
Coach, what is going to be the approach here this afternoon? Are you going to open up, try to go to them with the ball, or what is going to be the plan for you this afternoon against this side?
I expect Bibiani to come strong. This is why we maybe drop a little bit deeper and go for more counter-attacking.
finally, you guys have been relegated and you will be playing in the Division 1 next season. What will be the way forward and the plan for next season?
The plan is very clear. This club is not pinned to the league we are playing in. The purpose, what we do, doesn't depend on the league we are playing in. So everything is fine.
Wish you well and we hope to meeting you after the game.
Thank you very much.
That was the head coach of Accra Lions, Coach Rennie Kraft. He believes there's no pressure on them. The pressure should rather be on BBND Gold Stars. Of course, that is what is obviously going to be. The next 90 minutes is really going to be enjoyable. Just stick and stay and enjoy the game.
the Premier League. Na and then a Premier League na nkasa no and also yede ni nyina ebe na wie ya wan na ejibo nsia no ebe Bibiani Gold Stars wo sina kan e de tia Accra Lions na sa game no na ye ba be yi amawanya bi ahwe live and colored na Kumasi Asante Kotoko atukwa kwa kushia Vision wo muni Vision for no na ebo Hearts of Folk and Samartex na ebo na me ba cho Adriana Stars ne Basket Holy Stars and ebo Bechem United and Young Apostles, Dreams F's and Legon Cities. Legon Cities for us already. Relegation account Hearts of Folk and some matters and can Mediama and Become Chelsea and our fictional nations. Ne Hearts of Lions Vision against Kotoko. For messages nebra ma yanking kind and fa and mau message. Yakin kind and so at the amount and sa and a we are Kotoko fan, we are Vision fan, Mugame air Kosen, we are Accra Lions fan, we are Bibiani Gold Stars fan. Fans in the eye seated our more trains and Nijian Kwa and I call Adiama Bibiani for no evil is here. I'm going to pick it 3 maximum points. Anything apart from 3 maximum points and a bear of Adiama Montu Munya 3 maximum points in the dia. Then you qua and I want more air corner. Coco Basse or Motre draw say Kim. Na nations who within the game na nene kwa say nations and AGM pacho uhwe age table na 60 ha near 10 points in na at par nations over 60 points Bibiani Gold Stars over 60 points and anything apart from victory for Bibiani Gold Stars no be doom at the amomo so many 3 points in they are okay and they are good to go but some sleepy and point say this is in BSC pen Karela Kosho or Mona. So Muslipo enya 1 point. Na nations enya 3 points are. It tells us say nations equal 63. And of course Bibiani Gold Stars being 61. And automatically the trophy will be heading to a Brankese. Sa and a tier. But the Coco Bass victory eba at the Bibiani Gold Stars. Not even Krano team reference in nations as your victory. Head to head no. Idea in favor of team Mobasi and that's no. And Bibiani Gold Stars for no if you any say the 3 maximum points in the now all the messages nearby is 059122 if you any so by the trophy no Adiama Bibiani Gold Stars before crossing mirror studio no unya pre-match we about your interviews no coaches no kasai from Port Manso Ekasai sa and so na Accra Lions coach me about your also edit na no the same etu bia emprempren ya hwe no aye players no wa bra na wo mo AC free bus mu na afi no makwa dress e wo dressing room na wo no mabaram e wo park no so akwa ye warm up no eno aye Bibiani Gold Stars for one players no arrival there but for kasa mu ye kan say arrival no eno na emprempren wu eda okasa fonyi so a ohwe no tubon say Accra Lions for so ade e beba na so nya bi ahwe ntino Bibiani Gold Stars edie eno na Hearts of Folk fans mo hwe ni mo se mo game no me ba cho mo so benya 3 points e wo sa game no mo na senkra season no anko ye kra amfa ammamo na mo hwe ni mo se mo finish on high say mo captain awo mo goalkeeper awo sanshi goalkeeper and the senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana Benjamin Asari ekan no me ba cho sa na be ko ade amade phobia boys na and am say mo game no so 3 p.m. against Samartex Mediama, I will TNA against Become Chelsea. Yes, I know. And idea me pacho. Yede two and nay. And Tisankra and Bako. But just first, Mr. Accra Lions for dressing room. No, Mr. Na fe yaye na yede mo ba so far top scorers no top scorers no kakra na game no this week and I say nay eba na wie no na ye hwe won ma o ma se goals no dodo na ede ama aye teams no na Stephen Mankona se na nyina anim no wono na elidi akuta 13 goals Faisal Chawate Ewati Academy Hearts of Lions were 11 Joseph Esau Dreams FC 10 top mede atu anim no na season ba na wie de na top away wins wono ma mota share ewa we pa what fie na aya na I think 3 points now no beti magic league no me ba cho wo mo na awe ni away no dodo no pa 8 away wins for Nations FC Hearts of Folk and so 6 away wins na say Hearts of Folk this season what fie and so danye ne mo okọ away na aya na eboa no pa the Hearts of Folk 6 away wins. Gold Stars ne bibia to tomo ono so beti Magic League no me pa cho wono 5 away wins. Dreams FC akwa win away nko 4. Heart of Lions ekwa away akwa win na ne away wins ne 4. Medium Madia no 3. Kotoko nso kwa away 3 wins. Afei so some this season Kotoko away wins no wo form Samartex me pa cho away wins near 3. Kerala United away wins no 3. Na notable one no 3-1 na mo share. Bibiani Gold Stars no. Bechem United away wins no 2. Na yanhwe one more mutifia omo taso shepa ono tifia obenya na 3 points this year. Crop bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko tifia obenya 3 points this year. Kotoko see antina fie nwene obwa obewi this year. Nti Kotoko ne din kan away wins no. Na ohwe Kumasi Asante Kotoko 12 home wins rather, yes, home wins. Home wins omo mutifie no home wins no Kotoko 12 ana womo edin kan e wo ho medium man so 12 afei Bibiani Gold Stars enso 11 Bechem United 11 Hearts of Lions 11 Nations FC 10 inti wono motena fie ewe ne pa home wins no nipa Kotoko ana di won kan wono ene won class prefect na atuatuamu basket Holy Stars and so 9 Bekum Chelsea 9 Samartex 9 Adriana 9 into 9 for the omuye enkron and as omuye and 9 mum 9 for the and 9 omuye 4 Pacho Basket Holy Stars Bekum Chelsea Samartex Adriana Stars womo and Bribiano omuta she goes no and as omutifia omuta irene na the odi on kan kra no aye Kotoko afei hat-trick scorers one more mobile hat-tricks se ojinabo mu a player wahye baako enso no na wasane baako aka ho na wasane baako aka ho wache ball no kofie no sankofo no atakumi me pacho week 17 against Accra Lions Samuel atakumi ho asem na me kan Bibiani Gold Stars player no week 17 against Accra Lions no obo hat-trick afei so Steven Amankuna week 23 against Accra Lions the tabo hat-trick ti o mu papa hey ono so bo hat-trick na and also any dia etie afei no Kingsley Braye na so jiri din pa osina kind ma mediama ono so me ba cho obo hat-trick editia Dreams FC and week 27 and afei no of course nansenya bo hat-trick kama pa edi makrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko wo mo share mediama 3-2 no me cho abetamwa ono week 33 last weekend no bo hat-trick etia mediama eno aye Kumasi Asante Kotoko one player aye former player of Great Olympics and neosina kan adema Kumasi Asante Kotoko Albert Amoano but on wasem ana making a face no yehwe general stats no so far na yedi bibia bana wi yenti general stats no yedi mo na afi no yehwe sene and also ezitia matches ni na 296 home wins 165 away wins near 54 draw 77 goals 561 Arabia sorry I say Ghana Premier League among phone she goals to cry she goals to cry have 561 goals home goals 370 away goals 191 I say adie bia mu in this season Ghana Premier League starts bia for Ghana Premier League this season no home dey na do so chia away pa this all your home wins now 165 after away wins near 54 na okay first half goals now 267 first half goals 267 and he has the first half goals na second half goals near 294 now say second half na man for tabeshe goals pa this season so far second half of beshe goals see and say watching the tour yire wutem second half about bit match tin nyina amana ye 2-2 and as empokra no bit man nya 3-2 a strong comeback at yaw into 294 second half goals yellow cards in quite 881 na say caution amount for say man akosra de no adore this season pa red cards no 34 into one more muddy red card in quite 34 players and I say 34 because coaches nay assistant coaches na I can be waiting on the red card into Sunday and so here I face the penalty awarded say yaji penalty any my team you know me but your teams in kwa penalties yaji am 58 penalties awarded no 58 penalties scored ayɛ 49 nti na kyerɛ sɛ 9 penalties ɛna yɛabɔ ato atwene automatically 9 penalties ɛna yɛabɔ ato atwene kɔgyina ho a wohu deɛ wɔdwen na wabɔ no yereba kɔgyina ho a wohu deɛ wɔdwen na wabɔ na keeper kuram kɔgyina ho a na wabɔ ato stance mu nipa 9 ɛna asɛ wɔn penalties yes nti own goals nso no 11 wanhyɛ da na bɔ na ka no na hyɛ yɛabɔ straight shot na ɔde ne ho agye ayɛ ne sɛ wɔgye afiri hɔ na deflect na akɔhyɛ own goals no bi wɔ hɔ a ɔno a wɔ clear ball na ɔbɔ ball na tum nti own goals no mebakyɛw ɛno ayɛ 11 nti dance park mebakyɛw fans ne deɛ anigye nko a ɔmo hwɛ anim sɛ no magic trophy no ɛno ɛne deɛ wɔn mo hwɛ anim messages no yɛgye ɛwɔ 05 Airbus screen also already relegated Accra Lions against Bibiani Gold Stars. If everything goes in their way, they are becoming the champions. Mami kinka messages na kakra na yanko yanim nanyam to boss pa na afei no my birthday no yemu mami fa messages no emfam na yanko we say good afternoon boss, I'm watching you live from Ketikrache Oti region. My name is Ali Dauda. Accra Lions, Accra Hearts of Folk all the way. We say happy birthday. Okay, Maminko, so now shout out to CID Detective Inspector Linda Kusi Ampofu of Asante Kotoko Police Station, Amasaman Divisional Command from Countryman Songo. We to say hi, Globe TV Sports. I don't have much to say, but our lovely Father God today is the most everyday. Oh, this is Rich Way. Watching the game from Medina. Dr. Kwame Chei has invested a lot. Hope his club wins it. Greetings to my brother Ernest at Globe TV and Jeffers Medicine. Okay. Hi, good afternoon, brother. I'm watching you live from Kaswa, Galilea with my family. Kotoko 2, Vision 0. Go Stars 0, Accra Lions 1. Next, Kokobana Sana Nations. Enya 3 points. No more come. We say, hi, Globe TV. I'm Father Prince, watching you live from Sefi Awaso. I wish Bibiani Gold Stars to massacre Accra Lions to swap the cup this evening and make the people of Bibiani and Western region, Western not happy. Okay, Yankwe, Niamfa game na Emerald commentator Robert and our facing summarizer aye Daniel Dangana. Ya caught Bibiani near defeat no Abro aye Gold Stars against Accra Lions. First up next.
And over 7,000 so who are lucky to be here in this stadium this afternoon. This promises to be a thrilling encounter. Two teams of contrasting destinies. Bibiani Gold Stars, one win away from the title. Accra Lions already relegated. What a game this will be. Emmanuel Kobe starts in post. Apia Makati captains the team this afternoon. Samuel Achampon, Gideon Anaba, Amankwa Frank, Samuel Atakumi, Foster Ajay, Bright, Boache Chile, Kelvin Opon, Justice Atta, and also Abdul Farouk Amwafo. On the part of Accra Lions, they went with Daniel Afo, Lucky Nwafo, Fuzi Taylor, Salman Faris Tairu, Musa Hamzata, Edmond Amache, Bernard Kesse, Lawrence Nokolim, Setoji, Richard Jan, Samuel Tetena, and also David Olubi Atinkude. Reina Kraft is the head coach for this club. This indeed promises to be an interesting encounter between two teams with opposite destinies this afternoon. I am Robert Konya, ably backed by Dangana Daniel for this afternoon. What a day this will be to be a Bibiani Gold Stars fan.
Of course, but nothing teaches life lesson than football. Look at the fact that last season Accra Lions were second after the season with 51 points, but this season they are relegated. And looking at Bibiani Gold Stars, last season they were 11th, but they are now, on the edge of winning the trophy. It tells you that no condition is needed permanent. can turn things around no matter the environment, the situation. Looking at the fact that Accra Lions, who were second last season, are now relegation, and Benny Gold Stars, who ended 11th, are now battling for the league title, something interesting. So never give up in life. But this afternoon, they'll be hoping to at least crown the entire season with an interesting win at home. Don't forget, they lost only one game at home. That was against Karela United. So at this venue, it's going to be a roller coaster for both sides, especially the home team, to make sure that after winning the title, they can crown something with the fans to celebrate about.
Of course, this is the day they need to do it. The Bibiani Gold Stars. They need these 3 points badly. If they must win this title, they must get a job done.
Of course, looking at Emmanuel Kobe with 17 clean sheets, we're hoping to at least add another one to his name. And Samuel Atakumi, his first hat-trick in his career, he got it on their way soil against this same Accra Lions. So let's see whether he can maintain that same form. Don't forget this season, take away Stephen Amankuna, take away Atakumi, Albert Samoa, and the like. They've all scored hat-trick. But this afternoon, all eyes on Samuel Atakumi. He's having 10 goals to his name. We're hoping to at least getting another interesting performance against a team he scored his first hat-trick against.
Indeed, that will be a positive sign for him. He scored one hat-trick this season, and it was against this very side. And that is going to be what he will be hoping for. And just as Coach Rena Kraft said before the game, they have no pressure on them. The pressure is going to be on the Bibiani Gold Stars to deliver. They are just here to play football and nothing more.
Interesting. Accra Lions are going to give that kind of ball possessive oriented style of football. Bibiani Gold Stars will be hoping to be pragmatic to look for results. They need a first goal to settle the league, and I'm sure they'll be hoping to get that first goal to make sure that they can settle the hunger from the fan base and capitalize on that. The likes of Apia Makati, one of the best free kick takers in our game, is the captain on the side. Let's see whether they can make sure that within the early stages they can get a good win.
And Juliet Apia in your shot, the lady who is in charge of affairs this afternoon. Both the center, the line 1 and 2 will all be females this afternoon. Emmanuel Kobe, the guy in your shot, interesting. We are eons away from kickoff. 90 minutes, 1 win away from giving Bibiani Gold Stars their first ever league title. And don't forget, the last 2 has been in this region, and they will hope to maintain it here this time around.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be an interesting history from Midiama to Samartex. Now Bibiani Gold Stars, they are just some meters, or let me say some minutes away from making it possible, led by Coach Frimpong Manso Mayanga, they call him. It's going to be interesting. Your first feel, your first experience, interesting for Bibiani Gold Stars. Hoping maybe some kind of anxiety may not ride over the players, Robert, looking at the fact that their first experience.
Of course, it may be, but these guys, most of them have the experience, especially the likes of Apia Makati, who is captaining the team this afternoon. Their last game against Kotoko, he was on the bench, but this afternoon he has been made to start, and he has been made captain just to calm the boys down, tell them how to be able to calm down their nerves, and then to be able to win the game. And this could be the first opportunity that the goalkeeper Daniel Afo comes to claim it off the foot of Samuel Atakumi. This is a team he loves scoring against. He did that in the first round by scoring a hat-trick. And this afternoon, just under a minute, he nearly got the 4th goal against them in this particular season. Lions trying to attack through the right. Bibiani Gold Stars, you just can feel it, that the players are a bit anxious and they just need the job done. Maybe 1 goal could do the magic for them.
Of course, you need that early goal to calm your adrenaline level and also give hopes to the fans. And that early goal is going to be a bit interesting and possible.
Of course, whenever they play here, they always have the edge to win. And this afternoon may not be a different situation. It was a foul against Pussy Taylor. Ibiani Gold Stars. The ball being tipped. And Atakumi trying to get the best of Richard Ajen. But indeed, they've managed to get the work done. Accra Lions trying to attack through the right, but the whistle already gone. This is Foster. He won the man of the match against Kumasi Asante Kotoko here. Apia McCarthy gets it. Releases Bright Boache Chreme. And Accra Lions with a bit of good defending from Musa Hamzata. They're already down the pecking order, but they just believe that given a good game today against Bibiani Gold Stars, the potential winners of the Ghana Premier League could cement their status as one of the best and the most difficult sides.
Yeah, of course, they need a good performance if they might even lose. Don't forget, last season, Samartex won the league with 61 points. But we're hoping that maybe a win here can enlarge the points from last season perspective. So, Bibiani Gold Stars would need to score and win convincingly to make sure that they will increase the gap tally from last season, how Samartex won the league with 61 points.
Juliet Apia having some words of caution to Bright Boache Chreme. That was a late tackle.
Bright Boache Chreme. Last season, he played 21 games for Wafakatano, but he's playing his 26th game for Bibiani Gold Stars. A bit of consistency within Bright Boache Chreme.
He's been able to always be there whenever he's been called upon, and that is one of the reasons why he's very trusted. Lawrence Nokpelem Setoji, a very young guy, pips the ball, pokes it towards the box of Bibiani Gold Stars. But Gideon Anaba is so experienced and good enough to handle that situation with ease.
Anaba, a centre back who is having 4 goals to his name. He scored against Asofok, Hearts of Lions, and Brekum Chelsea. His 28th game running. I mean, the Ronald Koeman kind of defender. Adding goals to his name, Gideon Anaba.
The ball being lost to Foster. Could this be the moment? Foster gets to it, and the goal finally comes. This is what they have been waiting for. Abdul Farouk Abafo. The first goal comes, and this is what they have been waiting for. They just can't leave their coach alone. The first goal has come, and Bibiani, this is why they are here, and this is why they came in their numbers today. What a moment for them. Early goal. You just cannot help but to feel their joy.
Abdul Farouk, he scored brace against Brekum Chelsea last weekend, and he just scored the most important goal that Bibiani Gold Stars needed. At this point, there is hope for the fans. The players are going to calm their nerves. The goal came at the right time to make sure that they can play their normal game, not to play with anxiety. Interesting from Bibiani Gold Stars.
A very interesting game. Frank Amankwa with that challenge. He replaced Charles Janfu Kamara in their game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko here. And today he has got the nod to start again. Just 5 minutes into the 6th minute, and it's Bibiani Gold Stars leading by a lone goal to 0. Good work from Foster.
Of course, his ability to draw 2-3 players to his side and create that kind of vacuum for interesting, and you dare not make mistake at that crucial zone.
There was nothing but to just slot it home. And that was what he did. Indeed, they are ready for this. Bibiani Gold Stars. It could be a scoring spree. Looking at the time the first goal has come. A foul for the away side. The men in white trailing by a goal.
The last time Accra Lions came here, it was 1-1. Yaya Draman scored, and also David Odro equalized for Accra Lions. So
another ball through for Samuel Atakumi. Kumi goes down in the box, but not enough to call for a whistle. You can feel the aggression and the adrenaline level in the Bibiani Gold Stars, guys. They need to calm their nerves a bit. Coach from Paul Manson will be the man to have ever won the first ever league title for Bibiani Gold Stars. And his name will forever be in the books of this club.
of course, his name will be written with indelible ink to make that history. At this point, butterflies all over your stomach, and I'm sure the players knows what it's about. So regardless of their anxiety, they're going to calm their nerves and play a very good game. And as we speak, they are leading, so no pressure at all. And Apia Makati in midfield will control affairs and calm the players down for the right moment. His fourth game this season due to injury, but he's been on the best in our league.
Of course, looking at his age and the consistency he's had in the Ghana Premier League with different clubs,
The likes of Ash Gold,
it tells you it's really going to be difficult for him at this stage. Emmanuel Kobe, he gets hold of it, goes to the far side. Gideon Anaba, Foster drops to pick it. Anaba puts it in Atakumi. The Bibiani Gold Stars exhibiting some very good football. This is Atakumi. That would have been some brilliant piece of improvisation from Samuel Atakumi. And it goes out for a throw. Bright watch. And it goes out for a goal kick.
Accra Lions trying to build successfully from the back. But again, looking at that kind of high block from Bibiani Gold Stars, is trying to force them backward.
Lions, I think they are just unable to cope with the intensity of Bibiani Gold Stars. Right from the start, how Bibiani have been able to put that pressure on them. It's making it difficult for the young lads to cope.
Of course, looking at their average age tells you that under intense pressure, they are going to fumble and they are just misplacing passes all over.
Nice control and display from Lucy Nwafo. Ball spread out wide. Could this be the equalizer? Good defending from Gideon Anaba. Dance back. It's the venue for attraction. This is where you need to be. Wherever you are, you just will feel it. 11 minutes, and the home team already leading by a goal. It was Abdul Farouk Amwafo from the pass of Foster Ajay to slot it home for BBN Gold Stars as they lead in this first half. The corner taken into the box. The header goes out. Lions will continue to try to pile up the pressure, but Emmanuel Kobe, there is a reason why he has 17 clean sheets in the Ghana Premiership. Good turn from Foster. A pass for Amwafo. McCarthy. He's doing that without breaking a drop of sweat. You just can feel the calmness in him. Apia McCarthy.
That is class for Apia McCarthy. Last season, he played 22 games with 4 goals. But just like I mentioned earlier, his 4th game this season. And whenever he's called upon, that calmness is instilled in midfield. Organizing Frank Amankwa, who is doing the dirty work for Apia McCarthy to roam around. And the midfield just so interesting to watch from the Gold Stars side.
The cross comes in. Another error.
Looking at how Accra Lions are struggling to build from the back, if BBN Gold Stars mean to put a lot of high pressing alternative, maybe they can win a lot of turnovers up front. But they are very relaxed whenever Lions are trying to build. Maybe the coach wants them to reserve their energy for the entire duration. But I suggest maybe the high pressing can work. A lot of options for Gold Stars.
Lions still getting hold of the ball. This is what they do best. The pass through for Lawrence, and Kobe heads out for McCarthy. Control from him. He goes to Amankwa. Foster. Justice Arthur. He pushed down for Foster. The man who assisted the first. Foster continues to move. And from Paul Manson applauding his guys and telling them, just keep doing what you do, and definitely the goals will come.
At this point, you need to allow them to play with their level of energy and what they know best. Because at this point, if you mean to limit them with tactical instructions, they may fumble. Just allow them to enjoy the moment. And don't forget, it's the last game. Let them show their quality. And they are leading, no pressure at all.
Locking one for Tete. Accra Lions trying to do the patient build-up approach, while BBN Gold Stars are settling into the right spaces to be able to defend the situation. David Olubi Atinkude. Justice Arthur. This is still Arthur. Continue to keep the ball. The pass through for Atakumi. You just feel Atakumi may score at some point.
He's definitely going to score because he's been running into advantageous positions, but just that he should stay calm because the balls are not being served at the right time. And he must try to organize that offensive communication between him and his teammates. He's having that kind of instinct to run into spaces and pounce on any chance. But at this point, the game tempo is above the level of passes precisely is needed.
Lions. They're just trying to keep the ball to themselves, knowing very well that at some point they're going to get the spaces open. And you can feel They are not under any pressure, just like Coach Rainer Kraft said before the game. The pressure will be on Bibiani Gold Stars. They need to win. And so they are going to be forced to deliver. And that is just what we're seeing here.
But football is sometimes funny. A team that played a top 4, well, let me say part of the top 4 last season, is now relegated. Accra Lions. Interesting facts.
That is the funny side of life. Sometimes you'll be at the very top, but within a blink of the eye, you'll be somewhere else. And it's the vice versa. Sometimes you can also be down. Just like the Gold Stars, some few seasons ago, they were playing in the Division 1. And this time, they are some few minutes away, if the result stays this way, from winning the league. Accra Lions. This is Bernard. Just Salman Tairu. Across down the far right. And the flag goes up.
The right side of attack for Accra Lions is a bit productive, but they are struggling to put their complements together. But for the left side, things are difficult. And they are here to test Emmanuel Kobe in post. 17 clean sheets for the former Buffalo goalkeeper.
This is Amankwa. They're still hoping to keep the ball to themselves. McCarthy gets into space. He goes down and the free kick goes. Not too good for McCarthy this time. And maybe a cross into the box could do the magic.
Apia McCarthy, he's not only a perfect scorer, but he can also create from set pieces advantages. And with the experience, he knows the kind of section of the 18-yard box the ball should drop. And he's definitely going to do that because he hardly misplaced a pass.
That was the foul. I think it should have been for a left-footed player, but you just cannot doubt McCarthy.
The crowd knows what he can do, and they are calling for the heat. He can score looking at the positioning, but again, suitable for a left-footed player. But McCarthy, you cannot predict it.
And perhaps he's going to go for the cross. Let's see what he does. A lot of ideas running through his mind at this moment. Apia McCarthy, the captain for this afternoon. McCarthy takes, and that is the second goal. What a way to do it. Apia McCarthy, he has created from that. And Calvin Apong has made it to just before the 20th minute. It is 2-0 for Bibiani Gold Stars.
Apia McCarthy, anywhere the ball is situated, he's definitely going to create something from it. And look at that idea, look at that wisdom, look at that intelligence. A lot of them were opting for a high ball, but he decided to pull in a grounded shot, and Calvin Opon was there to do justice to, the entire show. His third goal this season in 29 games. He scored against Samartex and he scored against Nations, and he icing the cake against Accra Lions, Calvin Opon. Interesting, but you must give the credit to the experience Apia McCarthy. It was a brilliant one, a lot of intelligence, a lot of wisdom behind the ball. Just watch it closely.
This is another opportunity for them. Can they make it 3? This time not. But the information is that Nations are down by a goal. And that could even make the party a lot more sweeter. for Bibiani Gold Stars. There will be no pressure whatsoever.
It's interesting that nations are dropping points at home, but this is the bounce back. They lost only one game. I'm not sure they are going to fumble. But maybe they'll be hoping that Atakumi can ice in the cake, because with 10 goals this season, and we can say his favorite opponent is Accra Lions, because he got a hat-trick against them, but he's just struggling to find the right moment to score. Samuel Atakumi. Apia Makaren, the experience, just watch the close line, enjoy the moment. The ball just plated within the lines and nobody was there defending. Watch it closely. This is experience, this is class, this is pedigree. The ball was being sent at the right time precisely, and Calvin Upon just the final touch, icing the cake with the goal, and to make it his third goal this season running. Interesting from Bibiani Gold Stars.
Of course, that will be interesting, but the players will need to get themselves a bit of rest.
Don't forget, Accra Lions are winless in their last 5 away games. They've scored 2 proud to this game and they've conceded 10. So they've added 2 goals in terms of conceding rate. So in 6 away games running, they are yet to win a game and they've conceded 10, 11, let me say 12 goals. I beg your pardon. So it tells you that they are very poor defensively, and that is something that they must improve upon, because having your defense being leaky is always a problem. And against Gold Stars attack, who love scoring, but this is a free kick advantageous to Apia Makati. He assisted the first one through a grounded shot, but at this point, this is favorable for Apia Makati to shoot and score. So let's see whether he can make it possible.
This is another opportunity for Apia Makati. And Makati comes, and that would have been another opportunity for them. This is a pass with the flag stay down. It does. And Bibiani is still getting hold of the ball. Atakumi. No, not this time. And this could be the moment. This is Accra Lions. And Emmanuel Kobe. Great defending and good goalkeeping.
Yeah, of course, his ability to read the body language of his teammates alongside the opponent attack in the box is a plus. And the time and the precision from Emmanuel Kobe is just class. No wonder he's, leading the clean sheet chart.
There still will be Bibiani trying to get themselves ready.
It will interest you that coach Frimpong Manson is still not happy about the score and he's asking for more. And when he misplaces a pass, you see this action that he's really hungry for more goals and they need to score more and they need to win convincingly. Their last home game and the last game of the season, they must crown it with a 5-star performance.
This is Accra Lions. And the situation turns. This is Apia Makati. He goes to the far, and the ball gets straight into Accra Lions.
Gold Stars' biggest win this season was against Accra Lions when they won by 3 goals to 0. That Samuel Atakumi's game. And Their biggest defeat this season was against Medium, and they lost by 2-0. Looking at Gold Stars' last 5 home games against Heart of Lions, they won by 2-1. They won 1-0 against Young Apostles, 1-0 against Mediama. They lost that famous defeat against Karela United, and against Kotoko it was a goalless drawn game. So in 5 games they've had 3 wins. They lost 1, they drew 1, they scored 4, they considered 2 proud to this game. Foster should have released this ball earlier, but again Gideon Anaba, that mistake. But again, look at how his teammates were able to cover up, and Emmanuel Kobe came at the right time, right timing, right precision. It's a class.
Accra Lions just trying to attack in every single way possible. But already there are 2 goals down, and that is making it a lot more difficult for them. Lions building up. This is Bernard with a long ball right behind the defense, and this could be it. But Emmanuel Kobe comes out to do the job nicely.
Your first season to lead a team to a Premier League title victory is a plus for Emmanuel Kobe.
Samuel Atakumi gets the control. This is Lawrence. He goes down. Lions still enjoying themselves. Very young guy, Lawrence. He gets the ball through to the right side. Lawrence. Brilliant defending. Calvin Opon, the man who got a second goal, has managed to get a job done this time. Another ball through where the flag goes up. So 29 minutes and it's cooling break. Emmanuel Kobe, the man in your shot. You can see the numbers here in the stands this afternoon, because they knew they were going to do it, and so they came in their numbers.
Goal Stars are just a moment away from. That was the first goal from Farouk, and Foster did the magic.
Vincent Atinga and the likes. Charles Kamara getting up to warm the guys up.
Vincent Atinga is a famous name and he's got a lot of experience. And at this point, he knows what it meant to win. And he knows what it takes to win too. So at this point, he's supposed to calm the guys down. And he's doing it.
This is still Lions. They want to get back into the game. And that is what they need to do now. They just need to get back into it. Another ball trying to go in behind the defense. Brilliant defending. Anaba, the man in your shot. And this is Kelvin Opon. After getting the second goal, he's still poised to make lots of things happen, but that ball was a wasted effort from Kelvin. This is Foster. Good turn from Foster. He gets to Amankwa. Good ball from Amwa for the shoot. And they're still managing to hold on to it. Amankwa gets to Anaba once again. Good play from Foster. McCarthy with a flick. Accra Lions still finding it difficult to defend. They're still struggling. 34 minutes. And another free kick in a very dangerous situation. And once again, Apia McCarthy is going to be there.
Apia McCarthy. At this point, everyone is calling his name, wanting him to come to the party. And just from same incident, he created the second goal. But this is within his favorable position. He barely misplaced a pass, Apia McCarthy. At this point, Daniel Afrim goalpost should be very cautious because he's going to opt for a lot of tight angles. And it's going to be very crucial. They need a third goal.
Apia McCarthy. Juliet Apia trying to maintain sanity. McCarthy went straight into the wall. This is still BBN Gold Stars. Someone needs attention, and that is what is being done at the moment.
Gillette appear. Trying to control affairs at this last embers.
Another free kick for Pierre McCarthy. McCarthy puts it in again. And goalkeeper Daniel Afo with a punch off. Lions losing the ball in the middle on regular basis. Atakumi, he gets it down but failed. Attack continues to challenge for it. And this time the whistle will go for Accra Lions. The men in white have another foul. And Rainer Kraft is the head coach for their away side.
A team that concedes 1.25 goal per game is a worry. I'm not surprised they are relegated. Don't forget they've conceded more goals than they've scored. And when you do that in our league, you are definitely going to suffer relegation. And no wonder Accra Lions are already on the red flag.
This is Atakumi. But the ball has been lost. Accra Lions trying to build up. It seems Gold Stars are trying to relax a bit, not pressing that high.
You know, initially, they always have one man trying to put some pressure, but they often prefer the mid block or maybe the high block. But given that intense pressure is not their DNA, and they are trying to, spread their energy across the entire duration of the game. And at this point, you should be a bit conserved to make sure that you don't leave spaces for the opponent to equalize. And at this point, Gold Stars are trying to manage the game and manage their energy as well to be able to play the entire 90 minutes.
Of course, they should be able to manage it. This is Edmond Amache. Musa Hamzata with a clear. Remember, Adomako Boateng is getting ready from pitch side. That is the chairman and the president of BBN Gold Stars in your shot. Lawrence Nokolem Setoji being replaced by Remember Boateng. One of the most experienced guys in this setup, Remember Boateng.
Of course, he's got that experience because last season he played 25 games and he just hoping to touch the ball and make it his 21st game this season. But again, the top scorer Lucky Nwafu with 6 goals for Accra Lions. Don't forget, Remember started
Another corner for Bibiani Gold Stars. They've got one goal from a set piece already. Costa. Daniel Afo. No problems whatsoever for him this time.
Daniel just 19 years of age, and last season he was able to play 19 games for Accra Lions, but he's 27 this season running for Accra Lions, and gradually he's trying to mature his game regardless of his age.
The ball being put through. Salman Faris and Emmanuel Kobe. He still manages to pull off a save, but the whistle had already gone.
For a goalkeeper to put all his life, his blood, just to make sure that the opponent cannot score, this is, incredible. This is mouth-watering, and you just have nothing to do than to give it to Emmanuel Kobe. Brilliant goalkeeper. So delight to watch it closely, and that was a moment, and he was able to time his runs, and the second rebound was just class for Emmanuel Kobe.
That was pure class from Emmanuel Kobe. He's chasing his 18th clean sheet of the season, and you just can't tell the reason why. He had to put his everything on the line to make sure he saved that ball. Remember Boateng, the man who just arrived. Nations FC trailing by 1-0 against Heart of Lions. Samuel Kwanzaa is making things happen at the Abrankese.
Don't forget Heart of Lions. They snatched 4 points against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And no wonder they are trying to destroy the party of Nations FC.
And Emmanuel Antwi has also scored for Asante Kotoko against Vision.
And that'll be second goal for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
The cross comes in, the header. And Emmanuel Kobe once again.
For Kobe, apart from his ability to pull out incredible saves, he's also calm. He's not tempted by the body language of anybody in the box. He's only focused on the ball. And this is pure class, Emmanuel Kobe. You just have to give it to him. Give his flowers to him because he's just consistent and delight player to watch for BBN Gold Stars. And we always say that when you want to win, you need a very good goalkeeper. And Kobe is a class and a testimony.
45 minutes. It's already up. 2 minutes of additional time. This is still Accra Lions. Bernal. Very good Bernal. He gets there. Leaves it for Edmond Amache. Apia Makati with a pass towards Samuel Atakumi. Can Kumi battle for it? There's Musa Hamzata. With the height and everything. Hamzata is doing some really good job at the back for Accra Lions.
Hamzata, he's having 3 goals. He scored against Indiana Stars, Basake and Lagos Cities.
Samuel Tetena, remember Boateng, he gets bent out. And this time locking one for, and Emmanuel Kobe missed it. He will have to do some saves. And it goes out for a corner. The BBN Gold Stars will hope to go into the break with this 2-0 lead. But Accra Lions doing all they can to at least pull one back before the whistle goes.
Accra Lions trying to finish the season on the high, despite being relegated. I'm not sure Gold Stars will allow them to spoil their party. And a 2-0 lead in the first half. They are just one moment away from shaking hands with Paradise. And they are not going to fumble or give it away.
The moment of ecstasy awaits. The cross comes in. Emmanuel Kobe got his hand to it. Cleared by Foster. It's just a matter of seconds. The final whistle for the first half comes. And it's Bibiani Gold Stars 2, Accra Lions 0. Abdul Farouk Amwafo and Kelvin Apong made it 2. Let's hope for a very interesting second half. We will be right back with that. Someone needs attention, and that is what is being done at the moment.
Juliet appear. Trying to control affairs at this last embers.
Another free kick for Pierre McCarthy. McCarthy puts it in again. And goalkeeper Daniel Afo with a punch off. Lions losing the ball in the middle on regular basis. Atakumi, he gets it down but failed. Attack continues to challenge for it. And this time the whistle will go for Accra Lions. The men in white have another foul. And Rainer Kraft is the head coach for their away side.
A team that concedes 1.25 goal per game is a worry. I'm not surprised they are relegated. Don't forget they've conceded more goals than they've scored. And when you do that in our league, you are definitely going to suffer relegation. And no wonder Accra Lions are already on the red flag.
This is Atakumi. But the ball has been lost. Accra Lions trying to build up. It seems Gold Stars are trying to relax a bit, not pressing that high.
You know, initially, they always have one man trying to put some pressure, but they often prefer the mid block or maybe the high block. But given that intense pressure is not their DNA, and they are trying to, spread their energy across the entire duration of the game. And at this point, you should be a bit conserved to make sure that you don't leave spaces for the opponent to equalize. And at this point, Gold Stars are trying to manage the game and manage their energy as well to be able to play the entire 90 minutes.
Of course, they should be able to manage it. This is Edmond Amache. McCarthy went straight into the wall. This is still BBN Gold Stars. Someone needs attention, and that is what is being done at the moment.
Juliet appear. Trying to control affairs at this last embers.
Another free kick for Pierre McCarthy. McCarthy puts it in again. And goalkeeper Daniel Afo with a punch off. Lions losing the ball in the middle on regular basis. Atakumi, he gets it down but failed. Attack continues to challenge for it. And this time the whistle will go for Accra Lions. The men in white have another foul. And Rainer Kraft is the head coach for their away side.
A team that concedes 1.25 goal per game is a worry. I'm not surprised they are relegated. Don't forget they've conceded more goals than they've scored. And when you do that in our league, you are definitely going to suffer relegation. And no wonder Accra Lions are already on the red flag.
This is Atakumi. But the ball has been lost. Accra Lions trying to build up. It seems Gold Stars are trying to relax a bit, not pressing that high.
You know, initially, they always have one man trying to put some pressure, but they often prefer the mid block or maybe the high block. But given that intense pressure is not their DNA, and they are trying to, spread their energy across the entire duration of the game. And at this point, you should be a bit conserved to make sure that you don't leave spaces for the opponent to equalize. And at this point, Gold Stars are trying to manage the game and manage their energy as well to be able to play the entire 90 minutes.
How to manage it? This is Edmond Amache. Apia Makati. Juliet Apia trying to maintain sanity. Makati went straight into the wall.